Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Messi. Can he get it through? Bellingham. Pelé. Looking for options for movement. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Xavi. Now, can they get him away? Cannavaro. Gattuso. Now Ibrahimovic. And the counter is on. De Jong. Bellingham. Pelé. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi. Messi driving forward. Goes for a shot! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Brilliant save from Buffon! And that could well leave a mark. Cleared without complication. Pelé, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bellingham, looking to play him in. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a right smile there.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. He rises!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gullit, who played through for the wide man. He is through here. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Great vision. Pelé.
Might want to be careful there.
Leicester, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has not gone well. Oh, good-looking ball. Can he get on the end of this? He could be in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. It's Pelé! De Jong is the team's great visionary. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's really nicely played. And the shot! Could move up a gear here. And the pass is intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is... Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Pele. Xavi. Nice sequence of passes, this. Pele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pepe with the slide tackle there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught napping. Roberto Carlos has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cannavaro. And it's Xavi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that was vital.
Added time.
Gattuso. Pele. Oh, this is a terrific run. He's got away. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Takes a shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Nicely weighted ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gattuso. Messi picks it up out wide. Tries to cross. Cleared without hesitation. It's run loose here. Pele. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well timed, excellent interception. Buffon gets it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Hullet. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Ibrahimovic. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Pepe gets it away. And he's had it nicked away. Vitoria have the chance to go the other way. And it's Gattuso. Gattuso charging forward, the ball at his feet. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The attendance
just about up to the hour now.
62,005.
Turan. And now the breakaway. Oh, that pass isn't the best. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And this is Hullet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Iniesta. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pele. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Arsenal are down to 10 men.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 55.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7, Ibrahimovic.
Now it's come to nothing.
Messi. Number 10,
Cruyff.
Pele. Coming on the field.
Great defending,
Number
strong
2,
and determined.
Costa
And that
Curta.
interception
Number
was
14,
most necessary.
Johan Cruyff.
Neymar.
Number 11, Ronaldinho.
Gives it back.
Number
Bale.
18,
Picked out brilliantly.
Puskás. Substitution in progress.
Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Gattuso. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gattuso really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Victoria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Arsenal seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Roberto Carlos.
When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role. And
Header! Sticks it away! And that could well be the winner!
well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Could be danger here. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And it's made its way to him. That's good play. Cruyff. Puskás. And it's Cruyff. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Cruyff.
Pepe gets over and intercepts.
So that's it. It is all over.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Puskás taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Is currently being displayed on the screen.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Pelé.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Wriggles his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for options for movement. Goes for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And that for him is goal number 10. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Ronaldinho. Pass is just off target. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Has a look and plays it forward. Knocks it into space. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
And that was nowhere near his best. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
And that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's Rui Costa. Now it's Cruyff. Messi.
And the pass is intercepted. Jordan Henderson.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
Rijkaard does well to stand firm and defend it. Well timed, excellent interception.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Arsenal finding their passes. Ball's... He's got tall. Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Roberto Carlos. That's a throw.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's in space and looking for options.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Little doubt, that is a foul. Gattuso has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Gattuso. Now it's Pelé. It's Pelé! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, cracking ball. Chance for a shot! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement. With the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Gremio.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
The action has already started. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele.
Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into the middle. It's a mighty effort!
And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Looking for the run. Flash chance!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bale, and this is Bale. He gets big.
Gattuso. De Jong is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Ah, he's given it away. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot. Really well taken goal.
Gremio are back in business. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Gremio grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pass somewhat off target.
Out to the left it goes. And he was alert to it. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff.
Now it's Pelé.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cruyff. Messi.
Now it's Gattuso. Now it's Pelé.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
He has found the way through.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
Maicon gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that's a key interception. Lobbed in behind.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Now it's Pelé. Aimed beyond the defence.
Good read, needed to be.
Bergkamp.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Pelé. Nice sequence of passes this. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And they've got rid.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Picked out brilliantly. He rises!
And he's there to get it away. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Now it's Pelé!
Now, who's going to be first to this?
There will be
Bergkamp.
1 minute added time.
Bale, looking understandably energised after his goal. And he welcomes it in. Gets his head on it! And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Premio get the second half started. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, played right into his path. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the...
And the shot! It's in! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nicely shaped cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
It's Ibrahimovic!
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
And here's Messi. He's having a shot! Oh, crossbar!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Henderson wins the duel this time, and it's Bergkamp. Out to the right. Engages and forces him off the ball. Quality ball. Can he get on the end of this? Pele in acres of space out wide.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal have their second corner now.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team.
And already we're underway here.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns the fence into...
Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is a brilliant interception. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Sends it crossfield. Over to the other side. Yamal. Lima. And it's Lima. Bellingham. And here's Lewandowski. Gattuso produces the perfect tackle there. Lima. Sao Paulo finding their passes. Now it's Yamal. Out towards the flank. And it's Bellingham. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Arsenal are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Pele. Pedri. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked out the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No goals as yet.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Vinicius Junior threads one in. Here comes the cross. Out of play for a goal kick. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Sao Paulo looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And it's made its way to him. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldinho. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that.
De Jong, Ibrahimovic,
Lima.
it's Vinicius Junior. Messi, approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Messi.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Pelé.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pedri. Pedri takes control of it and he's on the move.
Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught on it here. It is a corner. Mbappe plays it short. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Messi. And this is it's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or
Bellingham!
He's keen, determined to have his say.
Sao Paulo really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
And the finish! And he hits the net! And they're at it again in double quick time!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
De Jong. Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And this is Lewandowski. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's picked his way through. And he thumps it clear. And we've reached half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Arsenal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Tries to play it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lewandowski. Yamal. And it's Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Oh, nice touch. And it's Pedri. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's heaved it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's away. And Messi! And he nearly went all the way.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitutions taking place.
And now they can spring out of defence. Lima. Yamal gets a good foot in there. Gattuso. And here's Ronaldinho. João Neves. João Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played into the middle. And that has been cleared. Arsenal with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. He's in a good position here. 60 minutes played.
For this match was 61,052.
Looking for a runner. Now it's Yamal. He's one-on-one! Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good ball, good take. Bellingham. Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Jong. Now it's Messi. Foot in.
Lovely pass, but shot a goal! Relentless! Just relentless! Irrepressible! Imperious! That's what makes him what he is! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, they keep...
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And already we're underway here.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Thuram. Cruyff.
Gattuso. Leicester makes the interception.
Rudiger.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back into the middle.
Ibrahimovic! And that has skinned the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And it's Lam.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
And he shoots! Goal! Flamengo! There is the breakthrough!
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bergomi. Davids.
And he was alert to it.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pullet looks to get on the end of this. Ibrahimovic.
And he's lost his man here.
Goes for a shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Davids gets across to intercept that. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that.
Lam. Cruyff.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped.
Oh, terrible pass. And the shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's had a shot! That comes as a mighty relief.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Pelé. Rudiger proves too strong.
Lam. Flamengo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta.
And it's Thuram.
And that has left him in a heap.
Hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Nicely aimed pass. David Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Thuram takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's there to belt it away. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And that's the second half started. Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Davids. And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Pele. And here's Cruyff. Pele. Now Davids. Pele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And it's De Jong. Pele. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Pele. Great vision. De Jong gets into a good position. Lovely bit of skill. Now, can they get him away? And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now, he's got space here. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Hullet. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gattuso. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lofted in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Thuram.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tries to play it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Pele. Hullet. Chance for a shot! Goal! Flamengo! And they've got their lead back. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 23.
Well, this is what we've been waiting
Camisa
for.
7.
He is
Camisa
through here.
9. Camisa 6.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Camisa 18. Camisa 21.
And here's Drogba.
Camisa 15. Teremos
Drogba
uma
was alert to the
substituição.
possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Drogba.
Flamengo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Pele. He's had it taken off him. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Drogba! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Substituição em andamento.
Flamengo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bellingham goes short. Arsenal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Arsenal must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Drogba. Oh, good spread. Drogba. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, played right into his path. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cannavaro gets it clear. Oh, that's a key interception. Ronaldinho.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Drogba. He's in plenty of space here. Gets a good foot in there. Ronaldinho. And it's Zico. Puskás. And that is that. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Arsenal absolutely shocking here.